This short walk up Sale Fell begins at the roadside parking near Withup Church. It immediately begins the ascent via a footpath that ascends the western side of the fell to arrive at the 359 metre summit. The descent is via two subsidiary peaks called Rivings and Lothwaite before descending down Rutan Beck. Sale Fell is a fantastic small fell on the northwestern edge of Lakeland and overlooks the Embleton Valley and Bassenthwaite Lake. From the roadside parking, the walk begins immediately up a public footpath, through a gate and along a path through thick gorse. As you leave the gorse and bracken, there are views back to the neighbouring fell of Binsey and the nearby church of St Margaret, built in the mid-19th century. A steady ascent along a diagonal path takes you through a wall and heads southwest to reach the 240 metre contour, offering some lovely views along the full length of the Embleton Valley to the Cumbrian coast beyond. Upon reaching the wall where the path will begin to descend round to Kelswick, there is a path branching off left, which heads east and continues the ascent towards the summit of Sale Fell. As you begin the final push to the summit, don't forget to look back as the view takes in the full height of Ling Fell, with the trig point just being seen on the top. The wide grassy path leads straight to the summit, which sadly isn't marked by any trig point or cairn, and the only telltale sign in bad weather is the lack of vegetation, with bare grey rock and stone crowning its peak. Luckily today, the cloud is keeping high enough and the rain keeping back, allowing for a full-length view down Bassenthwaite Lake to the Vale of Keswick beyond. To the north is the lonely Sentinel of Binsey, marking the edge of the national park. East sits the colossal mass of Skiddaw, with its superb ridge leading over Ullock Pike and Longside. The view only improves as you make your way to the subsidiary peak of Lothwaite, just ahead, but first follow the grassy path to the 335 metre peak of Rivings for a glorious view into the Withup Valley. A large cairn marks the arrival at Rivings, with the true top being a grassy bank just to the south. Turning east and following the obvious grassy path along the edge of the fell, the route leads to the perfectly placed bench on the edge of Lothwaite. The view down to Bassenthwaite Lake and to the mighty Skiddaw is simply stunning. and the bench provides the perfect place to sit and take it all in. Next to the bench is the final peak of the day. Lothwaite sits at 345 metres above sea level, and the path reaches the summit before it descends down a long route and back. Upon arrival at the stone wall at the old plantation, turn left and follow the path down the small valley of route and back. A fording of the stream is needed before heading through a gate and following the gentle descent back to the start of the walk.